Hello everybody, what's cracking? And today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United Core Class Megatron. So let's just put them off to the side for now and look at the box. So skip to this timestamp on screen to skip the box. So as you can see right up here, Legacy United, Energon Universe Megatron, picture of Megatron, more pictures of Megatron, 40 years of the brand. Tidal waves on this box. I'm so excited for Tidal Wave. But, yeah, now as far as accessories go, he includes two of his little Galvatron-esque guns. He's got these. And then he's got the little tiny Armada Megatron that the original toy had. And just for a comparison shot, here that is with the Legacy Armada Universe Megatron. Just so you can see how the scale works out there. And here is the boy. Here is Legacy Energon Megatron. And yeah, this jet mode looks fantastic. Now I'm going to do the Lord's work first and just get these plugged in here. There we go. That's much better. But here is Megatron in his jet mode. You can see nice looking cockpit there. You got the vents. You got the wings. You can angle the wings down like this to like kind of fold in with everything if you want to. I don't know if the original toy did that. I don't have the original Energon Megatron. I'd like to get it, but I don't have it at the moment. And what you can do with the little tank is there are two slots on the bottom of it and two tabs up here in this egregious looking gap. And this tank is essentially a little gap filler to make it look more whole, and also add a third gun to perfect the gun triangle. And so, yeah, so now, for comparison, there's really only one comparison to do here, and it's with Legacy Armada Megatron. So you can see how they look side by side, Megatron and his upgraded form. I do hope that we get a leader class Energon Megatron at some point. We probably will, because they said that Energon Megatron, this thing is like kind of a test run to see if Energon is gonna do well, because Energon is considered to be the worst part of Transformers. So Hasbro was really worried about doing it again. So they're starting small. They're starting small, which is a good idea. But yeah, so for transformation, what you want to do is just take off the tank, which is, it's very tight. It's very, very tight. And now we can begin. So just flip these wings up. That just makes things easier. Then you can just untab the leg and then swing it back like this, flip out the foot, bring it in, and then rotate it down like that. And then just do the same thing here. And so now, you can just stand him up, and then just bring down his lower arms, rotate them at the bicep, like so. And now you just want to take the wings, all Core Class Starscream-like, and just swing them around like that. Then you can just fold them back. And now take the cockpit, swing it down, click it into place. Well, it doesn't really click, but, like, you know, it kind of soft ratchets. And then you just want to rotate around the head, and you're done. Now, I personally like to take these off and then just rotate them around and put them back on so that the pegs aren't showing. And we'll get to what those pegs are for, because it's actually really cool. But, yeah, so here is little baby Energon Megatron, and he's just adorable. He's so cute. He's so cute. I love him. I love him. I would kill for him. But anyways, before I get a little too carried away, let's get in real close on that head sculpt. He is very, very grumpy. But it's a very nice looking head sculpt. Very Energon Megatron. Let's see, going down the body. Very G1 Galvatron chest. Pretty G1 Galvatron all around. That was Energon Megatron's look. This thing is definitely going to get repainted into an Energon Galvatron, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they do a G1 Galvatron out of it later. Just get their mileage out of the mold. I think this could make a good core class G1 Galvatron. They could probably like remold the wings into the treads for the cannon, and then kind of just work it from there. Now the little tank. The tank can peg onto either arm. I prefer this arm because I think that this was where it was on the original toy. I think this was generally where people put it on the original, so I like to put it there. Plus, that's just what it shows on the box art, so that's just where I put it. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically it for the robot, just for size comparison. Again, only real comparison that is needed. Let's engage your ankle pivots, man. Come on now. Be polite. Be polite. Here he is with Armada Leader Class Megatron. And they do look quite good together. I might actually display this guy being held as a toy by this guy, because I just think that would be so adorable. But for posing, there is a swivel at the head. There's no ball joint there, so you know. You got full ball jointed shoulders. This tab gets in the way a little bit though, which is unfortunate. Ball jointed elbows, and you saw during the transformation there's a rotation there. Nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist because of the way that this whole thing swivels around. The hips are on ball joints, so they can do all that. He does have dedicated thigh swivel. And the knees are on a hinge, which I've heard is prone to falling off. Mine does have a tendency to fall off. It doesn't happen too often, but it still does happen. Now, what's really cool about these cannons is that they do the thing that the original did, where you can angle them forward. You do have to parts form it to do that, but it's a core class. What were you expecting? Don't think anyone was expecting hinge-down cannons on this. But that's what those pegs on the front there were for, so that you can actually swing them down. And I believe this was Megatron's hyper mode. Again, I'm not super familiar with Energon. I just like the designs. But I believe this was his hyper mode. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was his hyper mode. Like with the tank and the cannons facing down. I think this was hyper mode. But yeah, overall, buy this. This is really good. This is a really good little Energon Megatron. I do quite enjoy this figure. It's very fun to just pose him around. Like, look at that. You can get him into, like, some really dynamic poses. But, yeah, so that has been my review of the Transformers Legacy United Core Class Canadian release Hasbro Takara Tomy Energon Universe Megatron. You know how I like to do these mouthfuls at the end. And I will see you on the flip side. Bye.